As a parent, knowing when your baby is tired can feel like reading a secret code. Every little movement, every tiny yawn, and even the way your baby looks at you can be a clue. But in those early days, it's easy to miss these signals, especially when you're running on little sleep yourself. You might find yourself wondering, is my baby hungry, bored, or just tired? The truth is, babies have their own unique ways of telling us they're ready for sleep. And once you start to notice these patterns, everything changes. But once you learn the signals, bedtime becomes less of a battle and more of a breeze. Instead of struggling to soothe an overtired baby, you'll be able to respond to their needs before they become upset. This not only helps your baby fall asleep more easily, but it also makes bedtime a more peaceful and bonding experience for both of you. Imagine being able to anticipate your baby's needs and create a calm, loving environment that encourages restful sleep every night. In this video, we'll explore 7 clear and often overlooked signs your baby is ready to sleep. From the first subtle hints, like a gentle stare or a slow blink, to the unmistakable signs, such as fussiness or turning away, we'll break down each cue so you know exactly what to look for. You'll learn how to spot these behaviors in your own baby, even if they're not always obvious at first glance. Recognizing these cues early can help you avoid the dreaded overtired meltdown. When babies become overtired, their bodies release stress hormones that make it even harder for them to settle down and fall asleep. By catching those early signs, you can help your baby drift off before they reach that point of no return. This means fewer tears, less stress, and a happier, more rested family overall. We'll go from the earliest, most subtle hints to the more obvious, get me to bed now signs. You'll discover how your baby's sleep cues might change as they grow, and how to adjust your routine to match their evolving needs. Whether you're a first-time parent or just looking for new strategies, these insights will empower you to respond with confidence and care. Stick around for bonus tips on creating a peaceful sleep routine that helps your baby fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. We'll share simple, science-backed strategies for setting the stage for great sleep, from soothing bedtime rituals to creating the perfect sleep environment. By the end of this video, you'll feel ready to decode your baby's secret sleep language and make bedtime a cherished, stress-free part of your day. The very first cue that your baby is getting sleepy is something so subtle, it's easy to miss if you're not looking for it: the slowdown. After a period of energetic play, you might notice your little one's movements begin to change. Instead of the usual flurry of kicks, wiggles, and arm waves, everything starts to become a little more gentle, a little less coordinated. Their energy seems to melt away, and their body language shifts from lively to calm. This is your first sign that sleepiness is setting in. Your energetic baby, who just moments ago was full of life, suddenly moves less. Their kicks lose their vigor, and their arms, once waving with excitement, now drift slowly and softly. You might see their hands open and close with less purpose, or their legs stretch out and relax. These gentle, uncoordinated movements are your baby's way of telling you that they're winding down. It's almost as if their whole body is saying, "I'm ready for a break." Soon you'll notice your baby just lying there, gazing calmly at nothing in particular. Their eyes may lose focus, drifting off into the distance, and their face takes on a peaceful, almost dreamy expression. This soft, unfocused stare is a powerful signal. It means your baby's brain is starting to disengage from the world around them, preparing for rest. They're not fussing or crying, they're simply entering a quiet, restful state. This is your golden ticket to start the sleep routine. Don't wait for your baby to become fussy or overtired. When you catch this calm, quiet moment, it's the perfect time to gently pick them up and begin your soothing rituals. Maybe it's a lullaby, a gentle cuddle, or a soft rocking motion. Whatever your routine, starting now will help your baby transition smoothly to sleep. Watch closely for that zoned-out, thousand-yard stare. It's not just a cute look, it's a clear sign that your baby's mind is drifting away from stimulation and into a restful state. Their eyes may seem to look right through you, or they might fixate on a spot in the room without really seeing it. This is your cue that their brain is powering down, getting ready for sleep. When you see these signs, quietly begin your wind-down routine. Dim the lights, close the curtains, and create a calm, peaceful environment. Speak softly, move slowly, and offer gentle comfort. These small actions signal to your baby that it's time to rest, making the transition to sleep much easier for both of you. Catching this early cue makes the journey to dreamland smooth and stress-free. Your baby will settle more easily, and you'll avoid the struggles that come with overtiredness. It's all about timing, responding to your baby's subtle signals before they become cries for help. So don't miss the slowdown. It's your secret first clue that peace and quiet are just around the corner. By tuning into these gentle changes, you'll help your baby drift off to sleep with ease, and you'll both enjoy a more restful, peaceful experience. Remember, less wiggle and more stare means it's time to prepare for sweet dreams. Cue 2 is the appearance of red eyebrows or eyelids. That pinkish or reddish hue is a reliable sign your baby's body is preparing for sleep. It's like their own low battery indicator. This often follows a period of stimulation. Playtime, visitors, errands. When you spot the red, it's time to move toward sleep, not more play. Swaddle, dim the lights, and start your soothing routine. Recognizing this cue keeps you ahead of the fussiness. Those rosy brows are your baby's way of saying, "I'm ready to rest." Cue 3 is rubbing eyes, tugging ears, or grabbing hair. These are classic self-soothing signs of tiredness. Eye rubbing calms them, ear or hair pulling is their way of coping with fatigue. If these actions happen around nap time, paired with other cues, sleepiness is likely. When you see rubbing and tugging, it's time to help them wind down. Offer gentle touch, a pacifier, or start rocking. Replace their frantic self-soothing with your calm presence. Don't ignore these signals. They're asking for help to transition to sleep. Cue 4 is fussiness or whining for no clear reason. You've checked the basics: diaper, hunger, comfort, but they're still irritable. This sudden shift is often a sign of tiredness, not a mystery problem. Their tolerance is gone, and they can't regulate emotions. When unexplained fussiness starts, assume it's time for sleep. Calmly acknowledge their feelings and move to a quieter, less stimulating environment. Don't try to distract, it's more stimulation than they need. Acting quickly here prevents a full-blown overtired meltdown. Cue 5 is social disengagement. Your baby turns away from faces or toys, avoiding eye contact and pushing things away. Their brain is putting up a "do not disturb" sign. This is their way of reducing stimulation to prepare for sleep. Respect this signal. Don't try to re-engage or add more excitement. Quiet your voice, stop active play, and begin the transition to calm. By honoring this cue, you build trust and teach your baby you'll listen to their needs. When your baby gives you the cold shoulder, it's the perfect lead-in for a nap. Cue 6 is the 1,000-yard stare. Your baby zones out, eyes glazed, mind elsewhere. This is a passive mental retreat. Their brain is shutting down to avoid overload. You might see this mid-activity during feeding or in the high chair. It's a sign they're deeply tired and on the verge of being overtired. Act quickly. Move to a dark, quiet space and minimize stimulation. Any delay can trigger a crying jag and make sleep harder. Respecting this cue helps avoid the overtired paradox, exhausted but unable to sleep. Respond immediately to guide your baby gently into rest. Cue 7 is the yawn, the classic unmistakable sign of sleepiness. It's the one everyone recognizes, and it's almost universally understood as the body's way of saying, "I'm tired." When you see your baby yawn, it's like a big, flashing neon sign that sleep is needed right now. The yawn is adorable, but it's also a clear message from your baby's body that their energy tank is running low. You might even notice their little mouth open wide, eyes squeezed shut, and sometimes a tiny sigh escapes. It's cute, but it's also urgent. But remember, yawning is a late sign. If you wait for it, you're already behind. By the time your baby is yawning, Their body has already been sending out quieter, earlier signals that they're ready for sleep. Yawning is like the last call at a restaurant. It's your final warning before things start to get tricky. If you're only starting your bedtime routine when you see a yawn, you may find your baby is already overtired, making it harder for them to settle down and fall asleep peacefully. A yawning baby is already running on empty and close to overtired. Their little bodies are working overtime to keep going, and you might notice other signs like fussiness, rubbing their eyes, or even turning their head away from stimulation. At this point, your baby's stress hormones may be rising, making it even more challenging for them to relax and drift off. The longer you wait, the more likely your baby is to become cranky, resist sleep, or even have a full-blown meltdown. Don't wait for the yawn to start your routine. Act on earlier cues. Look for those subtle signs like staring off, losing interest in toys, or becoming a bit quieter than usual. When you notice these early signals, it's the perfect time to begin winding down. Starting your bedtime routine before the yawn means your baby will be calm, content, and much more likely to fall asleep easily and happily. If you see a yawn, especially with other signs, move immediately to the sleep space. Don't wait or try to squeeze in one more activity. The window for easy sleep is closing fast. Gently transition your baby to their crib or sleep area, keeping everything as calm and soothing as possible. The goal is to help your baby settle before they become overtired and upset. Keep things calm and efficient. Any delay increases meltdown risk. Dim the lights, lower your voice, and minimize stimulation. Every moment counts when your baby is showing late sleep cues. A calm, predictable routine helps signal to your baby that it's time to rest, making the transition to sleep much smoother for both of you. Think of the yawn as the final lap bell, not the starting pistol. It's your cue to act fast, not to begin the process. The earlier you respond, the easier bedtime will be. Treat the yawn as your last chance to get your baby to sleep before overtiredness sets in. Spotting earlier cues means you'll rarely see the yawn, because you're already ahead. By tuning into your baby's subtle signals and acting early, you'll help them fall asleep more easily, avoid overtiredness, and create a peaceful bedtime routine that works for everyone. Remember, the best bedtimes happen when you're proactive, not reactive. Stay one step ahead, and you'll both enjoy more restful nights. Learning your baby's unique sleep signals is a powerful parenting tool. These cues are a spectrum. Your baby has their own sequence and language. Your job is to become fluent, tuning in and responding with love. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection and trust. If this video helped, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more parenting tips. And tell us in the comments, what's your baby's most obvious sleepy sign? We'd love to hear.